I've been going nonstop since August. And I woke up this morning thinking, like, what actually matters? Since getting back from Mexico, my life has been a bit of a blur. We were gone for like a month. We did Alaska and then saw family and then went to Mexico. My wife was gone for 2 months while I was building Dips and Drips, the sauna ice bath in Waiua. And since we've been back, between weddings and real estate and documentaries, small social media for businesses on Oahu, my camera has not left my hands, and I'm super grateful. But there's been some days where it's like 5 or 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. or sometimes as late as 1, if it's just what I need to do to edit, because my kids don't really let me edit. I had this realization that like all you really need is food, shelter, but like all this other stuff, like the financial huge company or like a huge retirement account or some big award that you can put on the shelf, like that stuff doesn't last forever. I'm super grateful for all of the work I have been getting. It's like a dream. I just definitely noticed that I have not been prioritizing like my creative stuff as well. Drawing, vlogging, my own creative social media stuff just takes a backseat. The non-essential things that actually matter, like what are those in your life? Is it something as simple as something you love to do? I think for me, video games is like a fake version of that, right? It's super non-essential. I really enjoy it. It brings me lots of joy. But at the end of it, when I'm done playing video games, I always feel like I wasted time on another level. Like sometimes I'll make a piece of art and I'm like, oh, I wasted time, but like this, I made this clock. I made the design first and then I found the clock and I was like, that'd be sick, because the guy is going through like an interdimensional time, like it's showing all of his time as he's like starting young and then explodes and creates new creatures or whatever. And I really enjoyed making that. It took me like days, but at the end of every day I didn't have this like the same feeling that you get when you play video games. I don't know how to describe that. That's still, new to me, but I know a lot of people like only have that, and I think creating something from scratch and having it be non-essential does like two things to like parts of your brain that you don't really use. Whereas like consumption, like you can watch social media, you can watch TV, you can play video games. Those are just like information coming in. You're kind of just reactionary, versus like that creativeness, like actually filming and creating content, going out and being social, making music, art, whatever. Like there's something that you're putting out into the world that you live in. I think it makes a difference on your perspective and stuff. So, it might even be the secret sauce to like making your soul better. Even though we can't see it, it's not tangible. I really think that might be true. And if you're not doing things to fill up your cup and grow your soul, then I think that stagnicity, it breeds, like, if you ever seen like a river flowing and you're going on a hike, the part where the river is flowing, the water can be super clear, it's like blue and clean, and then you walk and there'll be like a little part where like it looks like it broke off and it's just kind of flat water. Maybe it's disconnected from the stream now and it's just sitting there, and there'll be algae on it. It's gross and slimy and mucky around the bank, and you just know for a fact if you try to drink that water, it's gonna be super gross. Or if you try to clean it so that you could drink it, with that fresh water, that flow right there, your chances are way better off, like of a healthy drinking water being in that stream that's flowing, even if you have to take it out and clean it, filter it, whatever. And I think the same is for like our life and our life force as we're walking through our day-to-day. If we find these little pockets that we can kind of like nestle into, and maybe we take stuff in but then we stop putting stuff out. You just take it in, you sit there, you consume it, you kind of sit in your little pond and you just get like mucky. I think that's very true, and you can't see it. Again, it's all like spiritual soul type talk. I don't know, sometimes you can. Sometimes I think it actually manifests itself on people's lives. Like you can see like their life that's at a certain point stagnant. Versus people who are constantly in the flow, putting themselves in those uncomfortable spaces, creating things that may not work, and doing it until they do work. Those are the kind of people that hang out. It's like infectious, and you want to be a part of that. I think that's what life's all about. That's what I would consider being in the flow state, where you're consistently doing uncomfortable things you don't want to do, and increasing your soul, increasing your will to live. So, yeah, trying to do all of that right now, and I'm very tired. It's not easy, but I'm very grateful for the results I've been getting. I'm seeing a real impact on like my community physically. Like I'm giving back with the businesses I'm working on, instead of taking. So even though I am working and it's hard, it's still like giving, and that's really cool. So I hope this is informational for you guys. I hope I can look back on this one day and be like, wow, that was so cool that you realized that then when you were still kind of sucking. Hopefully in the next 5 years I'll be, doing crazy stuff. So hopefully you will too.